Hey guys, and a little update for you. Warcraft 3, Reforged, as it were. Um, it's gotten a lot of bad rep. I've even mentioned it in my streams. You guys probably have seen it if you have been following me doing some of the campaigns and stuff like that. Definitely going to go through the rest of it. Going to finish it up. There are still a lot of problems. They are throwing up patches and stuff like that. But I'm going to say the main concern really is for me is something that they didn't finish the game. I know they didn't put as much money as they probably should have. They probably were trying to make a deadline, also make it as more profitable than maybe StarCraft Remaster was. I don't know the specific numbers. Of course, we're not going to know for they have to throw out their quarterlies and stuff like that. But right now, there is still a lot of blowback for it. It's the lowest Metacritic score, 1.5 or no, zero point 0.5. Sorry, and going through a couple of just reading some of the official pop-ups and stuff like that, and stuff that they've said, it seems lackluster. It seems like something that it does feel like a money grab, and some people are right. If you have not played the game, if you've never even played the classic, this, I would say wait until it is actually on sale, or something where it's in Christmas or something like that, or maybe a summer sale or something like that, because that's really, to be honest with you, it just it's underwhelming to the fact that it's just not worth the overall capability that it actually could be. Um, it needs to have more patches. It needs to have some things that are corrected. The online play is now okay. When it first actually landed, they were have lots of bugs. I'm still getting issues of loading with my computer, which I have no issues with a lot of different games, a lot of different higher end games, graphically wise, not basically title wise, I would say. But there's just a lot of little issues and stuff like that that kind of really detract from it, and I would wait for basically a sale or something like that before you actually purchase this. If you do want like the cool, World of Warcraft mount and a couple other little additives that they put in there for a higher price, that's cool too. And this is just like a helper for you not to have to really deal with any of the other background noise, or if you're kind of hesitant, that's basically the best I could say. There's a couple of things that I can show you. One of the biggest ones that I've noticed is basically, let's get in here. So this is a blue post that popped up, and it kind of goes, if you read really through it, it's underwhelming, like I've already stated. And basically what they've done, they didn't really, they kind of almost put up false advertisement just in some of their trailers and stuff like that. The difference between what they actually were going to throw out as some of the mission cinematics that they were actually going to pre-render and that kind of stuff, that didn't really happen. It kind of still stuck to the original, which it's good in a way that, yes, it did stick to the original. It's also bad because it felt like they were going to add a little bit more to what the story was. And that's kind of a cool thing, is that, hey, we can go back, we can clean up some of the things that we didn't like, and we wanted to add to them, or expand upon some of the things that maybe we didn't even have the technology at the time to do it. And maybe that's really what is getting a lot of people upset, besides the fact of the user map, people making maps, and Blizzard taking credit for those if it actually became monetarily. And I understand that. You're going with Defense of the Ancients. I remember playing that when I was very young. That was an amazing user map. There's actually a couple others that are pretty huge. And the funny thing is it's like those type of things, plus a bad reception, plus it needs patching. It's hard on some computers, that even like really high-end computers like mine, that are still having, you know, issues with, especially with the loading and stuff like that. It just felt like, especially all this, you know, it feels like they just didn't care, and they're just kind of doing a blanket statement. They're throwing it out there, and hopefully they'll just, you know, okay, it'll correct itself. Now the thing is, it's still an okay game. The crummy thing is that if you were trying to play classic, you're going to have a lot of issues there. Classic basically is not classic anymore. It is a combo pack of Reforged and classic, which it sucks because if you actually really just wanted to stick with your Reforged, or I'm sorry, if you want to stick with your classic game, it's really hard to kind of find those. And you can still go on Blizzard if you have the classic Warcraft and you don't want Reforged. You don't want to go through the Battle.net updater and actually just play it through 100% classic. I believe you can go on the forums, and there's a couple of pages of where you can actually get the old patch. I'm not going to link it here. The only reason for that is I'm pretty sure Blizzard's going to take it down. It's not one of those things where, you know, they're trying to make it uniform. They want to get everything on their Battle.net app, which, I mean, I understand, but at the same time, that's not what a lot of people liked, and there's actually some of the old options that are no longer there, and that's that's really a bummer, is because those old options really, some people really loved. And myself, I haven't played it in such a long time. I really enjoyed it for the story. I played a little bit for like the user map. I never really got into you know, doing arena, well, one-on-ones and stuff like that. I was more into StarCraft, but I can see why people were just like, this, not good. But other than that, my suggestion, definitely wait for like a discount or something like that. If it's $15, I would say yeah. I mean, there's more than I can say on Steam sale where you have like a $15, $10 game. Yeah, you might throw down that just for a good couple hours of entertainment. By that time, I believe they'll have a lot of the patches and stuff fixed, and you'll get actually maybe a good, or at least a decent quality game out of it with a little bit of HD textures and stuff like that. All in all, I mean, there's definitely a lot more that could be said, but in my review of playing the game, that's what I suggest. You know, it's been fun. Thank you guys for watching. Definitely, you know, leave a like or add a follow, and we'll see you later.